how do you train the spine without a back extension? And my answer is always 3 sets of 10 of looking for a back extension. Go run to the store, look for a machine. It's really hard to build long-term deposits to your low back directly in a way that's scalable, that you can make it harder and harder over time without that 45-degree machine. But I'll show some short-term workarounds that are already in the program on ways you can make deposits to the spine through the isoholds in a few different ways. And it might help you view better what an isohold actually is. And so let's go into a few ways to train it. 2 angles to show back extension isohold on the screen. This is the long-term deposit that I've helped people learn about to basically make investments to your spine just by building tension without any kind of motion. Do that steady squeezing without spasm, and the blood flow that you get over time, you end up getting the firing patterns of the muscles much better. You end up feeling more confident. On a neuromuscular level, it just feels more put together. But even protection, it helps tendons, like I was doing on the leg extension. Isoholds, static positions help with good contraction, help the tendons remodel from the inside out. So when we're trying to replicate a back extension though without the machine, there's nothing as good as it, but there's things you can do that are basically gonna get a similar effect. If you're strict enough, it's just not going to be step by step to the next level. So let's show one, a seated good morning isohold. I'm gonna grab some light weights. Seen seated good morning before. I've shown heavy reps before of what that looks like. Same thing, you can start with just an iso hold, with or without weight. I would start without actually. You're gonna sit at the edge of the bench, the knees are a little bit more open than 90 degrees, the feet are like at a squat, and you lean forward. Start with a flat, neutral spine if you were to think perfect posture. Not excessive arching, just perfect posture, a little bit of lumbar arching here, shoulders back, lean forward. Only to the point that you can, that you aren't going to lose your perfect posture. So honestly, for a lot of people, that'll be this deep. And that's fine, you could start here. Any inch that the shoulders in front of the hips, you're loading the spinal erectors, the muscles that help keep your spine upright and erect. That is what you're training here. So we'll go on a time base, perfect posture, lean forward, hold here. If you want it more challenging, go hands behind the head. Now you're putting more weight because your arms weigh a few pounds themselves, and just hold here. So by holding this position, you can compare it to a back extension. The main difference, my torso's in the same angle, my legs are in front, and now it's requiring a stretch from my groin and my glutes, so it's a little bit more hips. With a back extension, a little more hamstring and pure spine. But even holding this, once you're feeling good, I'll go for a minute at a time, start to feel this. You can start loading, keep the same intention, lean forward, only that you can still hold perfect posture and just hold here. You're going to feel it. You need the isos if you have sensitivity problems. If you just have strength problems, then you can go through things like reps. On the back extension, on the seated good morning, if you have real sensitivity problems, tendon problems, bony breakdowns, significant deterioration and injuries, then you want to start with iso holds, which are going to squeeze from the inside out. They're going to help you rebuild things, not just from muscle soreness. So let's hold here. If you kept going, start to really burn. Even me, I can probably deadlift 425 or something right now. Even me at body weight, just holding my own body weight, leaning forward, I start to get a serious pump. And it feels protected. I remember I was at getting my hair cut, and there's people complaining about their backs, and I was sitting there. I went to some like salon. This lady was washing my hair first. Sometimes I could get pampered, whatever. And I'm sitting there waiting, and she's like complaining about her back, and I just talked her through, hey, I have a back company. This is kind of what I do. This is what my life's work is. Try this one thing. And all 8 of these little salon hairdressers started leaning forward on their chair and trying it. And I swear to you, people start standing up like, what? How does it work so fast? And it's like, damn, people go that long without a back pump. They don't ever train it, let alone if they work out in their life, period. But if you do work out, you're not thinking, how do I feel that kind of pump, like a bicep in my back? You don't even go for that. So that's from the hips up. Let's go to the second one. trap 3 raise. You're shown this one. I call it more for the upper back. But if you go to the side angle and look at me from there, you can see it's essentially the same position of a back extension iso hold, especially you go slightly lower angle. This is just extending my arms to make it harder. But even if I were here and all I were to do is arch back a little bit and try to keep my chest off the bench and hold here, it's like a Superman, which we know. However, it needs to be at the level you can actually hold for time and not just flop. And so even if you were to start here, the normal position for trap 3 raise, if you can't do the back extension, this will build you to being able to do iso holds, for sure. If you have pain problems, even with the iso holds and the back extension, it's too direct on your low back. This one's training mid back and low back. But even if you were to be here and just lean back, shoulders are in front of the hips, you're holding yourself up, not just lying passively, you're training the spinal erectors. So those groups, spinal erectors mean erect spine, which is upright. Those muscles carry not just from the low back, but they go from the pelvis, from the very low sacrum area, up to the mid and upper back. So even something like this, if you hold for time, you're going to feel your low back. Just maybe a little bit more mid back too. These are all deposits. It's all the same thing of trying to learn to squeeze the rough area of your low back, large muscles and small. If you were to get lower, it gets harder. Learning how to squeeze these without any kind of response negatively after, without an inflammatory response, without spasm, without irritating some kind of nerve symptoms you got going on. Just keep the chest off the bench. I'm getting a back pump, literally, right here. So those two, again, aren't progressive. Seated good morning is progressive that you can go heavier. This is progressive that you can go heavier with reps. But it's not the same thing as back extension where you can go 2 leg holds, then to single leg holds, then to weighted holds. This is like trying to train it from the hips up, then training from the upper back down, and you're getting some low back in both of those. So it's not the perfect workaround forever, but if you're traveling, if you're at a gym like here where they threw out my back extension that I brought in, you gotta work around it for a week till the new one comes in. So yeah, keep thinking deposits. You wanna feel your back in a positive way twice a week. If you're only avoiding it and trying to make sure you never feel your back, it's brewing problems in the background, whether you see it or not. If you only feel your back and it's painful and it's spasm and sensitivity, you're reinforcing the sort of psychosomatic negative loop you got. Your brain gets used to the pain, you have pain pathways down through the neurology of your spine. All the nervous system is on the same page. If the nerves are always getting irritated, your parasympathetic state of fear is always on, your brain, the body is all going to be in this loop of the spine is dangerous, avoid it. So any deposits in the direction of squeezing it, oh, that's a pump. Oh, I feel protected. That wasn't punishing, that's reteaching. You're stacking evidence. So these two are not perfect, but they will help you keep the deposits in the meantime. Just get a back extension though, make sure. You should just buy one in your home for a couple $100. It's well worth it. We have giveaways on our website. We do them every month. We've given away, how many now, Jay, do you think, products total? Yeah. 50, 60. So every single month we pick winners that write in their story and we give them away. The reason we're able to give them away is because we have an affiliate code with Nordstick is the company, but they made a Nord bench. So it's like a back extension Nord combo thing. If you use low back ability, you get 10% off. We keep none of the commission money. That's why we do the giveaway. We put all that money to then giving away the machines for free. So that's on our website, lowbackability.com. You'll see in the merch and equipment tab. You don't have to get it from us. You can get a cheap one from from Amazon. But yeah, we make no money from that anyways. Just trying to give solutions if you need help. But get a back extension, make the deposits. If you really can't, you're in a hotel gym, sit on the edge of it, and you're on iso holds, we'll stack your 2 sets of iso holds for 1 to 2 minutes. Get your 2 sets of trap 3 raised iso holds, 1 to 2 minutes, and you're still pushing yourself in the right direction long term. So that's what we got for today. Play the long game.